now. Thanks for reminding me. So now that we're recording, let me make it very official. Hi, folks. This is Dan O'Sullivan coming to you live over the internet with a ukulele lesson called Strum Like a Drummer. Let's jump right in. Welcome, everybody. Scott is here. Travis is back. JCM, Jeanette. I'm starting to learn your secret codes. So what does it mean to strum like a drummer? It's 1:48. We're going to be done in 10 minutes. If you have questions, type fast, 55 words per minute or better. What does it mean to strum like a drummer? Well, it's just what I said before we started recording. The essential element of ukulele playing is strumming. Here's what I mean. What song did we use last time? You're 16, you're beautiful in your mind. I'm not going to play any chords. Well, you come on like a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. That's what you would be strumming if you did the chords. My point is you don't need the chords. You need something besides just empty strumming. But what you're essentially doing when you strum your ukulele is you're creating two sounds at once. Two for the price of one. You're creating music and you're creating rhythm. And rhythm is the vital element of all music. You know, a lot of people say that rock and roll became rock and roll when they invented the electric guitar. But they were playing rock and roll before they had electric guitars. They just called it, you know, jump blues or swing or something. And it had the drive, it had the drums, it had the sound that made the people want to get up and dance. So this is a very simple concept. We're not going to go into much detail because it's so simple. I'm going to lay it on you, man, and you can take it away and do with it what you will. When you are playing a song, you can strum in patterns. This is what we talked about in one of the earlier classes. The patterns are what you see in all the books, you know, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. You can strum using what we talked about in one of the earlier classes today, which is the universal master strum, which is just that constant motion of the hand up and down. And then we apply it on top of that. For those of you who've been with me through several of these classes, we applied say it and play it. So this strum like a drummer is kind of a step beyond say it and play it. The idea of say it and play it is that if you can get the sound in your mind, then you can apply it to the strum that you're doing. You can say it, you can play it over that universal pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I say it. This is what I want. Dum da da dum da da dum dum dum. Dum dum da dum da da dum dum dum. How do I make it happen? I just play it when I say it. Dum dum da dum dum da dum dum dum. Dum dum da dum dum da dum dum dum. So that automatically tells you where you must go down and where you must go up because you're already going down and already going up. With me so far? Give me the big hands if you're with me so far. I need your love and encouragement. Okay. You're also welcome to type in questions at any time. I'm keeping my eyes on those as well. And if anybody wants to jump on and be on camera with me, be my co-host for a little while, you're welcome to. So the next step beyond say it and play it is to really decide what you want it, what do you want to say in order to play it. And one way to glean that information from a song is to think like a drummer. Finally, we're getting to the point. Thanks, Respini, for telling me this is clear to you. When you listen to a song, 90% of your ukulele strumming happens before you pick up the ukulele. Most of it happens when you're driving in your car and you're tapping on the steering wheel, listening to the radio. Because what do you do when you're listening, when you're beating out the rhythm? You're doing what the drummer does. So you go, let's see, what's a great song? Come on, baby, light my fire. That's what I listen to on the radio. That's the only song my stations get. Tick, 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 tick. Come on, baby, light my fire. Let's get a little drum beat. Come on. This is the steering wheel now. Come on, baby, light my fire. Right? So that basic part before you get to the fill is da, 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 da. Come on, baby, light my fire. Da, 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 bum, 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 bum. We're going to try to recreate that sound. Bum, 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 bum. Easy as pie, right? Come on, baby, light my fire. So that's just a down up, but I'm saying it and playing it. Bum, 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 bum. Then I hit the strings. And I get the sound. But what happens when, who's the drummer for the Doors? Somebody type it in. John Dinsmore, Robbie Krieger. Who's the drum player? I don't know. When there's the fill, come on, baby, light my fire. Tick, 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 tick. Come on, baby, light my fire. Tick, 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 tick. Come on, baby, light my tick, 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 tick. All right. See how much fun it can be? Why are we playing ukuleles when we could be playing drums? You can be playing drums. You can be playing drums on the strings of your ukulele. My point here is you get that sound in your brain, and you're not going to be able to get the sound exactly unless you really are sitting around memorizing drum parts. But you have that feeling of where the drummer would do something more interesting. Okay, so the drummer, his main job and your main job on ukulele is to keep that good, steady beat going. But every once in a while, you get to go crazy. And you're back into it. Now, that's the bit. That's the whole thing right there. That's what I'm teaching you. Strum like a drummer. This will do two things for you that are absolutely essential for quality ukulele playing. One, it will keep you solid. When you talk about strum patterns, that's as basic as it gets. But a drummer will break up even a simple drum pattern. Instead of just doing the downs and ups, you might just go to the downs. But the drummer knows that the tempo stays the same. That's the essential bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And within that tempo, you're free to do absolutely anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. Back to simple downs. 2, 3, 4. John Dinsmore. Thanks, Jerry. What's that song? I don't even know what I'm playing. Venus by Shocking Blue. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Did you hear what I was doing there? Nice, steady. And then, now that song kind of calls out for it because that's the way the song goes. But you might want to apply this idea to, let's see, what would be another good song for us? What if you were playing, I don't want you to think that it's just for rock songs where you've got to freak out in the middle. So we did Oh My Darling Clementine in the last lesson. So why don't we go back to that in the key of C? All right. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine to G7. So those are our two chords. Steve is here. Welcome, Steve. Glad to see you. If you are strumming like a drummer, you will bear in mind what the drummer knows. The strum can be simple, the strum can be complex, but the tempo must remain consistent. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling. It's recording, Steve, don't worry. Oh, my darling Clementine. Simple downs, right? You hear the tempo? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my darling, oh, my I've doubled up the strums. I'm doing every down and every up, but the tempo is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, Clementine, you are lost. You can do any rhythm as long as the tempo stays the same. That is the lesson. Strum like a drummer. Like I said, this was a quick and easy one because we knew exactly what we had to say. Lots of folks are jumping in. Panda versus the world is here. That's exciting. I'm happy to hang out for a couple of minutes. While we're closing up shop, though, let me tell you that you can type in questions, which I'm happy to answer on this specific topic or anything uke-related. You can tweet to your friends if you want to by using the Tell a Little Bird button. And I'll remind you that we have one more of these lessons today. The last one is play 1,000 songs using just 3 chords. And that's a promise I will keep. You're welcome, Hey Head Lady. Thank you for showing up today. If you are enjoying these lessons, you might be interested in theukeClub.com. Several of the folks here are members of the Uke Club. Nice to have you guys here. Thanks for showing up to support this. TheUkeClub.com is a daily video mini lesson that gives you something very specific each day of the week to be working on your ukulele. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but you can go over to TheUkeClub.com. I'll type it in for you. It's in the message box, and you can check it out over there. Let me see if I'm missing any vital messages before we call this one done. Dr. Todd, you promised to play 1,000 songs in just 15 minutes? I do. It's a medley. Thanks very much from London. Thank you for showing up. That's very exciting. So we had a nice crowd from all around the world. I'm going to hang up unless anybody has any last messages here. But I love you all for coming along and playing ukuleles with me in the middle of a weekday. We live in a wonderful world. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.